Hello MotoGP fans. Welcome back to ZNGP Today. Five-time world champion Jorge Lorenzo says the rider who once attacked corners with reckless bravado has reinvented himself into something far more precise. A transformation caught during the recent tests at the Sepang International Circuit. Below, what it means for the rider, rivals and the 2026 title fight. In a move that underlines the sport's new commercial era, Liberty Media's ownership has seen Dorna Sports renamed as MotoGP Sports Entertainment Group ahead of the 2026 season. Below, what the change means for the championship, teams and fans. Factory rookie Marco Bezzecchi has returned from preseason tests beaming. After a year of learning and clear progress, he's upbeat about life at a work squad and the debut of a reworked machine from Aprilia. The comments came after runs at the Sepang International Circuit and in a sit-down with Motosprint. Below, what it means for Bezzechi, Aprilia and the 2026 title picture. Don't forget to click subscribe button and the bell icon for MotoGP news update. Lorenzo frames what we're seeing as deliberate evolution, not a phase or a fluke. This isn't just better form, it's a changed approach. What has impressed me most about Marc is that he has reinvented himself, he has reinvented his riding style. Translation: the rider has rewritten his instincts. Where once raw aggression defined his cornering, now there's structure, rehearsed habits replacing instinctive gambles. For his team, that's priceless. Reinvention implies longevity. For rivals, it means they no longer face the same predictable template they once could plan against. The most provocative line is the comparison to a former rival, a statement that underlines how dramatic the shift looks to those who raced against him. Today, when you see Marc, he almost seems like me. He's very smooth, he doesn't make any mistakes when braking, he never runs wide. That's more than praise. It's an analysis of technique. Smooth braking, tidy lines and minimal running wide all point to reduced tire wear and greater repeatability. The upshot: the rider can extract late race pace with less penalty, turning races into endurance tests where precision outlasts pure aggression. Lorenzo didn't offer abstract theory, he pointed to hard data from the recent tests. The early speed at Sepang spoke louder than any interview. It's scary. After the injury, he finished first on the first day. Tests aren't races, but topping a Sepang sheet, a circuit that exposes weaknesses, is a clear signal. If the rider is already quick in unfamiliar conditions and doing it with margin, the entire grid must rethink strategy. Teams that assume they can pressure him into mistakes may find the opposite. He'll be the one forcing errors. Lorenzo stresses the rider hasn't lost his edge. He's simply learned when to deploy it. That combination of restraint and retained potency is poisonous to opponents. He set his own times and reached speeds solely thanks to his talent, because he was brave and took a lot of risks. But now, everything he does in a very calculated, very thoughtful way. The best comparison is not a loss but an upgrade, instinct plus intelligence. When needed, he can still flip the switch. But now those moments are surgical, not habitual. The result is a championship-caliber rider who can win by control as well as by guts. The headline is simple: the era of reckless, visibly aggressive riding has given way to precision without removing the threat. Watch how factory teams, led by Ducati Corse and others, respond in race trim, and listen for how rivals adapt tire and electronic strategies. Also note Lorenzo's new off-season role with Maverick Vinales and his pundit work with broadcasters like DAZN. His eye for riding evolution is now shaping others as well. For now, the season's early tests have given us a warning. The rider who once surprised the world with audacious moves now surprises it with calculated mastery. The real test will be whether rivals can match both his pace and his new discipline when the flag drops. The name change is short and sharp, a brand move that transforms a race promoter into an entertainment group. It's a signal not just to rights holders but to broadcasters, sponsors, and global investors. The company name change is much more than a new identity, it is a statement of intent. Translation: the organization is pivoting from pure sport management toward a broader entertainment play. Expect a sharper focus on fan experience, content packaging, and cross-platform rights. Decisions that will reshape broadcast deals and sponsorship models going forward. The press line isn't marketing fluff, it's a roadmap. The new identity explicitly prioritizes growth in new territories and younger demographics, which changes how the series will be sold and presented. The transition aligns with long-term strategic initiatives designed to strengthen MotoGP's reach across continents, broaden its appeal to younger and more diverse audiences, and elevate the fan experience on and off the track. Practically, that means more digital-first content, localized activations, and an emphasis on spectacle. Teams should expect commercial opportunities and operational demands to follow. The sport will be packaged more like mainstream entertainment than a niche motorsport. The new group will retain control of feeder classes and parallel championships. But that centralization brings friction. Can a product owner responsibly run multiple series without diluting their unique identities? The group will continue to lead the commercial, sporting, and fan engagement development of MotoGP, Moto2, Moto3, the Road to MotoGP programs, the World Superbike Championship, and the newly created Harley-Davidson Bagger World Cup. The worry voiced by purists is real. Production-based series may lose distinctiveness if everything is filtered through one entertainment strategy. On the positive side, the runway for rider development and cross-promotion is stronger. Clearer pathways from junior classes to the Premier Series. But expect debate over editorial control and where authenticity yields to spectacle. Structurally, much of the existing regime remains in place, but notable exits signal change. The departure of a senior commercial figure last year hinted at a rethink of commercial strategy. The most significant change was Chief Commercial Officer Dan Rossamondo leaving his role late last year. That exit matters. It suggests liberty, and the new group may pursue different commercial partners or reframe how revenue is split across teams and events. Teams and promoters should treat this as an early warning. Commercial terms and rights windows could look very different in the coming contract cycles. The rebrand is bold and deliberate. Immediate effects will be visible in how the sport talks to fans: more content, more global shows, and a younger-facing presentation. The harder questions are structural. Will centralization help or hurt the authenticity of satellite series? Will commercial deals change how teams budget and plan? For now, watch three things closely: new broadcast/content announcements, any adjustments to commercial terms for teams, and the editorial treatment of championships like World SBK. The new name is more than a label, it's a roadmap for what MotoGP will try to become. Bezzechi frames 2025 not as a disappointment but as a stepping stone, a campaign that delivered experience and a genuine performance curve. That context matters. Rookies who treat early struggles as learning curves often leap forward when equipment and confidence align. It's been a really great season. Clearly, the start wasn't easy, but then we managed to improve a lot throughout the year until the end, where we were quite fast. Translation: the trajectory is the headline. For Bezzecchi, the second half of 2025 was the proof of concept. The work paid off. That sustained improvement gives Aprilia a clearer roadmap for development, more targeted testing, fewer experiments, and an expectation that the rider will extract quicker gains from progressive updates. Stepping into a factory role often means more people, more data, and more pressure. Bezzecchi's response shows he values the support but hasn't allowed it to dilute his focus. Doing it as a factory rider, trying new things, being followed by so many engineers, was really great. The subtext is twofold: technical resources accelerate learning, and Bezzecchi thrives with structure. That being followed line is code for better setup feedback and faster iterations, exactly what a young rider needs to turn potential into consistent results. The hottest line from the test is simple but telling. The new RSGP apparently has genuine upside. Bezzechi hedges. The bike needs bedding in, but he's excited by what the winter package delivered. The bike is completely new and still needs to be broken in, but it already looks promising. That promise matters because Aprilia have aimed for balance rather than a single strength. A machine that's a little bit better than the 2025 model. As he later admitted, gives the team breathing space. They can chase performance while refining reliability and race-long behavior. If the early gains convert, Aprilia could move from occasional flashes to season-long contention. Bezzechi's stated goal is not a headline number, it's consistency and fun. That may sound soft, but psychologically it's powerful. Riders who enjoy the process often race with less tension and more clarity. To try and start better than last year. It would be fantastic to be able to start stronger and maintain a good level all year. To have fun. The message is pragmatic. A quicker start reduces pressure later in the year. Maintaining level form converts podium flashes into championship points. And fun is shorthand for low-stress performance, a small phrase that often correlates with big on-track gains. Bezzechi's optimism is a useful early signal. A confident factory rider plus a promising new RSGP equals a team that could surprise if development keeps pace. Watch the next big shakedown in Thailand and the season opener for two things: whether the early promises hold under race simulation, and whether Bezzechi can turn winter momentum into an immediate start. If Aprilia's winter work is real, 2026 could be a breakout year, not just for Bezzechi's smile, but for consistent results that justify it. Thanks for watching ZNGP Today, and this is your MotoGP news update. And see you next time!